Hey everyone. This week we are doing a project on balancing a budget. So a budget is an easy way to think of it is the amount of money that you can spend on something. So for example, think about your parents. Your parents make a certain amount of money and each month they're able to spend a certain amount and they do that based on a budget. If they spend too much money, then they'll go in the negative. If they spend not enough money, or if they don't spend too much money, then they might be able to save some money. So that is what a budget is. Or I guess that's a really simple way to explain budget. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's for this assignment, for this project, that's as simple as we're going to look at it. So this is a project that is going to take you all week, and the way that I have done it is I broke up the project into days. So on day 1, which would be Monday, you have a certain amount of stuff that you have to do. Day 2, same thing. There's a certain amount of things you have to do, but it's laid out so that you can see what you need to do each day. So let's take a look at this, balancing a budget. That is the project title. Okay, let's go to the first day. Oh, I just forgot the 1 there, but basically this is day 1. So in day 1, you have to choose a life. So I'll show you in the next few slides what I mean by choose a life, but what you need to do right now is you need to get a piece of paper, and on that paper I need you to cut it out into 24 strips, and on each of those strips of paper you're going to write a different occupation. The occupations you need to write are on the next slide. So you're not making up your own occupation, you're not actually choosing your own life, you're going to pick it from a hat, okay? So these are the occupations. So every piece of paper, the 24 strips that you cut, every piece of paper will have one of these written. So for example, construction worker, landscaper, chef, teacher, phone salesman, veterinarian, so on and so on. So what you're gonna do is you write these on the paper, put all of those into a hat or in a bowl or something. You mix them up and then you pick one out of there. Okay, so you're gonna pick it totally at random, and whatever it says, that is your occupation. So when you've done that, then you go over here and you're going to fill out this recording form. Now, I actually have the recording form in a Google Slide document, so you can fill it in right in the slide document, and always make sure that you save it each day, and then you can just share the document with me. So if you share the document with me at the beginning of the week, I can see your progress throughout the week. If you want to wait till the end, that's fine too. That's totally up to you, but I will show you how to do that when I'm done explaining the project. So let's go back here for a second. So what you're going to do, write these all down. You pick one out of a hat, and then you go to here. So let's just say out of the hat, you picked landscaper. So that would mean that this right here would be the life that you have. So you are a landscaper. Your monthly salary, which means the amount of money that you get per week, is per month, is $2,398. You are married. You have 2 children. Your spouse, which means your husband or your wife, is a photographer, and their income is $2,243 per month. So this here is your life, okay? And then with this information here, that is the information that you use to fill out this section here. So are you married? Based on that one, yes. Do you have children? Yes. How many? 2 children. And we know that because you go back to the card, see 2 children. And then you can guess, you can put whatever ages you want. So let's just say you want to pretend that you have a baby. So you would say like between 0 and 1 year old, or child 2 can be like a 4-year-old. So you would just write 4. What is your occupation? Landscaper. What is your spouse's occupation? Photographer. How much money do you make per month? Whatever the amount was, I forget what that was. How much does your spouse make per month? Whatever their amount is right there. Okay, so that is the first section. I believe that might be it for day 1. Oh, yeah, you have to fill out this part too. So the income section, you write your monthly income, your spouse's monthly income, and then finally the total monthly income. So add these 2 sections together. That's how much your family has to work with per month. And that is it for day 1. Day 3, I might have put 2. Oh, okay. Even easier, I just combined 2 days in one. So on the first day, all you have to do is choose your career. So write all these. This is going to take you a while, and you choose one. That's all you do for day 1. So on Monday, which is the day that you should be watching this video, that is all you have to do. You just pick one of those careers. Day 2. Sorry, so this would be Tuesday's assignment. Tuesday's assignment, you take that career that you chose, and everything that I just explained about choosing it you have your occupation and you fill out all the information. You do that on Tuesday. Day 3 is Wednesday. Okay. On Wednesday, you're going to decide on a house. So you decide what kind of a house that you want. So each family needs a home. 2 parents can share a room, but all children must have their own room. Students must pay for gas, electricity, and water in the home. These expenses go in section 3 of the recording sheet. So today, on Wednesday, we will fill out section 3 of the recording sheet. So you choose a house. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 options. Okay, and it has the number of bedrooms. So for example, if you have 2 kids, you need to make sure that you go with a 2-bedroom house. You could go with a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom, but you need to have at least 2 bedrooms. So do you want to live in a farmhouse? Do you want to live in a house in the suburbs? Do you want to live in an apartment? Do you want to live in a city loft? And you notice that there's all different prices. So maybe you can't afford the house that you want. You need to make sure that you stay within your budget. Okay, and so then along with buying a house and having a house, you have other expenses. So your gas bill, your electricity bill, your water bill, and you choose which of these expenses goes with the life that you have, okay? And that is it for Wednesday. Then you fill out this sheet right here. So which house did you choose? The cost per month, what was your electric bill cost per month, gas bill, the cost per month, water bill, and total housing costs, and that would you add up all these here, and that would go in this H section. Okay, day 4, we're gonna buy a car. So students can choose to buy a new or used car. Each family must have at least 1 car. Students can buy a car for each parent, but no children can have a car. Each car needs insurance and gasoline. These expenses go in section 4 of the recording sheets. So today, which will be Thursday, you're going to fill out section 4. So you can choose a new car, or you can choose a used car. That's up to you, and it might be also up to your budget. So this would be your cost per month. Remember, if you have 2 kids, you need to have a car that's going to fit 2 kids. If you have 4 kids, you can't have a car. You'd have to have something bigger. And you can choose old or new. That's up to you. And your expenses, so the number of cars that you have, what your expenses are, your insurance. So you need to pay for your gas, need to pay for your insurance, and that will all be filled in section 4. So which car did you buy? Was it new or used? And did you need 1 car, 2 car? Add up your expenses. So car payment 1, car payment 2. How much was your insurance? How much was your gasoline? Add them all together, and that goes here. And this is Thursday's assignment. Friday's assignment. So Friday's assignment is just like the extra. So it's not essential, but if you would like a house with internet, you have to pay for internet. So this is for section 5. Everything else is section 5. It's all non-essentials, but great things to have. You can buy TV and internet service. However, you are not required to buy it. Your expenses go in section 5 of your recording sheet. So section 5 would be the section that we fill out today on Friday. So internet, these are 3 different internet companies and how much the cost would be per month. So, maybe you want the most channels possible, but you can't afford that. You want to pick the company that has the best rate, that sort of thing. Maybe you have to go with something basic because that's what you can afford. You want to have a phone. Students must buy a phone. Oh, they must buy a phone. So you do have to buy a phone. For each member of the family, they can purchase phones for their children if they want. These expenses go in section 5. So students must buy a phone for each adult. Sorry about that. Each adult in your family needs a phone. The children may have a phone, but it's not required. So your mom, the mom and the dad, which would be like you and your spouse, have a phone. Do you want your children to have phone? Yes or no? That the cost depends on that. Okay. So you pick out your service provider, so either Vintage Wireless or Speedy Wireless. You choose the option that goes with that. Food. Students must determine how much money it will cost for groceries for the whole family. If the students have children, they must include the cost of groceries for them too. The students made up the ages of the children, so those can be found on page 1 of the recording sheets. So remember, if you chose a child that was 2 years old and a child that was 5 years old, the cost is going to be different than if you chose a child that was like 7 and one that was 15. These expenses go in section 5. So if you have a baby between 0 and 4, it will cost $90 per month. An adult male would be $130 per month. So just every person in your family falls into one of these categories, and you just need to add it up in the last section of your assignment. So here we have additional expenses. So that's TV, phone, and groceries. And then finally in your total expense section, which is section 6, your total housing costs, total car costs, total additional costs. So all the totals of the different sections that you filled out each day. And then total 7, so your total monthly income, which would be your income and your spouse's income. And then the total expenses, which you got right here. And then you just subtract them. How much money do you have left over? Now, if you end up with a negative number here, it means that you've spent too much money. So your goal is to not spend too much money. You want this number to be a positive number because that means that you are not going into debt, okay? It's very important to have a positive number here. You don't want to spend more money than you make. It's really, really important that you make more than you spend, okay? So that's one of the biggest things. On the form that you have, there's a section 8 that says surprise. I decided not to do that because just with time, I just didn't bother putting that in. So we're going to end the assignment right here with the total money remaining, okay? When you're finished that, I would just like you to write me a little message that says how much you made, how much you had left over, and then just a little reflection on the assignment. Did you enjoy the assignment? Did you learn anything new and interesting? That sort of thing. So that is your assignment. Let me exit this and show you the recording sheet. Let me see here. I believe I have it open. Right here. Okay, so let me full screen. Actually, I won't full screen this because I want you to be able to fill it out. So here is the recording sheet. So I will share this document with you. Okay, so as you're doing your assignment, you can use this document here to fill everything out and it will automatically save and share it with me. Okay, so to share it with me, you would just go up to this share button right here. You click share and you would type in m.keys, this one right here, @gmail.com. to share with me. So let's say I wanted to share it with mkeys, which I don't know if I can actually do that. I think I have to put it right here. m.keys, and then you would press send, just like that. And now it's added, it's shared with me. Okay. Okay. So here, are you married? Yes or no? You fill this out all based on, oh, I wonder if you can click. So these ages you can actually fill in right here. For yes or no, just go up to the circle up here and like you could do like a square over yes or a square over no, that sort of thing. That'll work. You just want to make sure that it's not filled in. See how this is filled in with gray? Just put transparent and then I'll be able to see what's underneath like that. Okay. So if you ever have to circle anything, just go to the square, the rectangle, or circle or anything like that up here. Do it like that and then make sure that it's not filled in. So you would want to go to the transparent like that and then it would be transparent. So you could put this over anything. See how that works? Okay. So I actually just thought of something. If I share this document just as such, like just like this, what's going to happen is that each of you are going to end up writing in this document. And that is not what I want because I want you to have your own. So I will share this document with you. Okay. From there, you need to create your own copy before you start filling it in. Otherwise, every time you change something, it will change on mine. So this is a very important step. When I share this document with you and you open it up, you need to go up here over on the left, see how it says file? Okay, file, make a copy, entire presentation. You really need to do this because otherwise, like I said, every time you change something, it will change on my end. So what do you want to call it? Let's say my name's Melinda Keys Budget Project, just like that. Okay. So now you would have your own copy that you can fill in, and then this is the one that you want to share with me. Okay, it's really, really, really important. And follow this step because if you do not follow this step, I will know that you didn't follow this step because mine will be all changed. So make sure you follow that step. I'll show you one more time how it works. Go up here, file, make a copy, entire presentation, and then write down what you want to call it and press OK. That is it. That is your assignment. And I hope you all understand. If there's any parts of it that you did not understand, just let me know. And I will meet with you anytime this week to help you. But just let me know. And this is it. So if it is Friday, whenever Friday comes, you will be done math for the whole summer. So enjoy your project.